I'll never forget that night. 2 a.m., sitting on the cold bathroom floor, bank account $3.47, eviction notice 48 hours, phone disconnected, and in my hand, a bottle of pills. This wasn't supposed to be my story. 6 months earlier, I had it all. But sometimes God has to take you to the bottom before he can show you what he's been building underneath. This is the testimony they told me I'd never live to tell. Let me take you back. My name is Sarah, and if you had met me a year ago, you would have thought I had it all figured out. Corner office on the 23rd floor, 6-figure salary, luxury apartment downtown, designer everything. My Instagram, a highlight reel of success. But here's what nobody saw, the cracks that were forming beneath the surface. I was so busy building my empire that I forgot who the real architect was supposed to be. Pride, it didn't just come before my fall, it built the very cliff I was about to jump from. It started small. A colleague accused me of taking credit for their work. It wasn't true, but in corporate America, perception is reality. My boss called me in. "We're restructuring," he said. Corporate speak for, "You're done." I remember walking out of that building, box in hand, watching everyone avoid eye contact. That security part who used to greet me every morning, he couldn't even look at me. I called my fiance. "We need to talk," he said. I already knew. When your value comes from what you do instead of who you are, losing your job means losing your identity, and that's exactly what happened. You know how they say trouble comes in threes? That's a lie. It comes in tsunamis. I lost my job on Monday, fiance left on Wednesday, took the ring and his "I'll always be there" promises with him. Friday, my landlord called. Apparently, my ex-fiance hadn't paid rent in 3 months. Eviction notice. I had 30 days. Then my car broke down, $3,000 to fix. Then my mom called. She'd been diagnosed with stage 3 cancer and couldn't afford treatment. Everything I had built, every backup plan, every safety net, gone. And suddenly, I understood what rock bottom felt like. It's not a place, it's a person. It's when you become unrecognizable to yourself. The next 2 months were a blur. I went from that corner office to sleeping on friends' couches. Then those friends got tired of my depression and negative energy. Can't blame them. I was drowning, and drowning people will pull you under. I ended up in my car, a 2015 Honda that became my bedroom, my dining room, my crying room. I'd park behind a 24-hour grocery store and pray nobody would notice. But God noticed, even when I thought he'd abandoned me, even when I was too proud to pray, too angry to worship, too broken to believe. He was there, watching, waiting, preparing something I couldn't see. That brings us back to that bathroom floor, that 2 a.m. moment. I'd gotten a prescription for anxiety. That's what I told the doctor. But sitting there, staring at those pills, I knew what I was really planning. The enemy whispered, "Nobody will miss you. You're a burden. You failed at everything. End it." And for the first time in my life, I actually considered listening. But then, and I know this sounds crazy, my phone buzzed. Remember, it was disconnected, no service, but it buzzed. A voicemail from 2 weeks ago that randomly played. My grandmother's voice. She'd crossed away 3 years prior. "Baby girl, I'm praying for you. God's not done with your story." I dropped those pills and I cried. I really cried. For the first time in months, I didn't cry from pain. I cried from hope. That night, broken on a bathroom floor, I did something I hadn't done in years. I prayed. Not one of those pretty prayers, not a bless this food prayer. I prayed. "God, I've got nothing left. No money, no plan, no dignity. I can't fix this. I've tried everything and everything has failed, so it's yours. My mess is yours. If you can use this disaster, it's yours. But I need you to show up because I'm done." And you know what happens? Nothing. No lightning bolt, no angel choir, no instant miracle, just silence. But it was a different kind of silence. It was peaceful. For the first time in months, I felt like I could breathe. I didn't know what was coming next, but I knew I wasn't alone anymore. The next morning, I got a text from a number I didn't recognize. "Hey, I heard you're going through a tough time. I have a spare room, no rent for 3 months. Just get back on your feet." a stranger from my old church, then a woman at the grocery store. I was counting change for a $2 soup. She paid for my groceries, $47 worth, said, "God told me to bless you today." I broke down crying in aisle 7. Then opportunities started appearing. A friend of a friend needed help with social media, $500. A neighbor needed their house painted, $800. Nothing big, nothing glamorous, but each small miracle whispered the same message. I see you. I've got you. Trust me. God wasn't restoring my old life. He was building something completely new. 3 months later, I was invited to speak at a women's shelter. Just share my story, they said. I was terrified. What did I have to offer? But I went. And as I shared, the job loss, the betrayal, the homelessness, the bathroom floor, women started crying. Not because my story was sad, but because it was their story too. After I spoke, 7 women gave their lives to Christ. 7! And the shelter director approached me. "We need someone to run our recovery program full-time. Benefits. Are you interested?" Suddenly, it clicked. God didn't allow my breakdown to destroy me. He allowed it to position me. Everything I lost, the job, the relationship, the apartment, the pride, they weren't punishments, they were pruning. He was cutting away everything that wasn't supposed to be in my next season. Today, I run that recovery program. I've helped over 200 women find housing, jobs, and hope. My mom's cancer in remission. My finances restored. Not to what they were, but something better, something sustainable, something with purpose. I met my husband at a church service, a man who loved me at my worst and celebrated me at my best. And that bathroom floor moment, I share it everywhere I go because someone needs to know your lowest point isn't your end point. It's your turning point. What the enemy meant for evil, God is using for good. That eviction notice, it evicted me from a life that was killing me. That job loss, it freed me to find my true calling. That rock bottom, it was actually solid ground, the foundation God needed to build something unshakable. So, if you're watching this from your bathroom floor, from your car, from your lowest moment, hear me. This isn't where your story ends. This is where your testimony begins. God specializes in turning messes into messages, tests into testimonies, and trials into triumphs. That pit you're in, it's not your grave, it's your launching pad. What feels like the end is actually the beginning of the greatest comeback story you'll ever live. Don't give up, don't give in. Your restoration isn't coming, it's already in motion. You just can't see it yet. But trust me, and more importantly, trust Him. It's coming, and it's going to be bigger than anything you lost. If this message blessed you, don't forget to subscribe for more Thief content, comment, like, and share this video to someone who needs encouragement today. And listen, if you're in a crisis right now, drop a comment or reach out. You're not alone. Your story isn't over. God's writing something beautiful in the broken places. Trust the process, trust the author, and watch Him turn your lowest point into your greatest testimony. God bless you. See you in the next one.